What's up, everybody? Make sure our stream is live. This is day 7 of building the AI X-Copilot. I've been moving a little slow, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like we've been moving a little slow, but we're gonna step it up today. We're gonna step it up. Let me make sure we are live. Maybe a slight delay there. Make sure. Looks like we are. Make sure here. Yep. Yo, okay. We should be good now. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. I think audio is back. Yo, okay. We should be good. Okay, good. This is why we do the testing. This is why it's important to test everything before you go. Even if you think everything is right, if you don't test it. All right, let's get to it. We are doing day number 7. All right, guys. Day number 7. So, hello, everybody. My name is Mark. I'm founder of Mergestorm, and we're just here building AI Copilot. Just give you guys a brief overview of what this is. Let me reduce my camera a little bit. Okay, let's get cooking. So, X-Copilot. Where is it? It looks like we need to bring it back up again. Let me go. We really have... let's go to Cursor really quick. Let's bring it back up. This is this one. Okay, so we're just going to bring it back up again here. So I can open this in Firefox, and we can show you guys what we have so far. I think today is going to be kind of a cool day. Oh, man, it's blinding. Okay. All right, here we go. We have a decent day today. Okay, we're going to need to restart this as well. Let me see. All right, sorry about this, guys. It looks like it's just a little bit... Okay, here we go. Here's the X-Copilot. Let's just get back. So, what is this? This is a Copilot for your X account. It logs in with your sessions. You can do a scout. You can start scouting. It will scout for threads. And as you can see here, it will start scouting. It will create some search queries based on your agenda. It will create a bucket of candidates, a bucket of 20 candidates. That is going to use DeepSeek LLM to score these candidates according to your agenda and according to some of our filters, which you can find in the settings. Here we have just a max thread, characters. We do not want X articles. We dedupe our accounts and max 20. So as you can see here, we got a couple of cool threads, only 3. Not bad. So let's see what kind of interactions we're getting, and also we'll look at the code to see where we're at. So here we are with the X-Copilot, and it's still searching, scoring a bucket of 20. So here we go. We got quite a bit of threads. They all look pretty good. Now it continues to do loops over and over. I think it's looking for more cool threads. As you can see, it's got quite a bit. So let's just stop it right here and see how well it did. So let's start with a couple of threads. And the idea is it opens up it selects threads for you that you want to interact with, maybe that you would like to interact with, that could help you. So this is from Ynet. Onyx security raises 100 million as demand grows for tools. This is kind of an article. We're looking for more opinions, so let me just scroll here. We have this one is genuine discussion, genuine question. This one got marked as news sharing. So we could actually get rid of this if we don't want news sharing, but for now I'm not going to leave it. Let's try this post as well. So this one is a thread we could jump into. This looks pretty good. So this guy's talking about crypto, being early to tech. Enormous have access to private markets. I hear you, but what serious AI social products company is launching a token instead of building and just getting capital in the private markets? Right. I do agree with this. So this is a nice opportunity. We can jump in, throw them a follow. This again helps us our engagement. These guys are building. These guys are builders. So we're gonna follow both of them since they're in the thread. I'm just gonna enter this thread without too much. Let's see. We're gonna enter this thread and just express our opinion. This helps with interactions, growing our account. So let me think. The X-Copilot is not going to help you with actually creating the reply. This is not the point. We want to stick with TOS friendly services, and it's definitely TOS friendly to find threads, because this is something you would have to actually search to interact with, right? It's not really going to show up on the For You page. The problem with For You pages on X, it kind of keeps you in the same bubble. You end up shouting into the void. You're talking with the same people that follow you, and you follow them, and you do end up getting a certain circle, but you stay within that circle because you keep reacting and commenting to the same people, and they interact with you already, so you're stuck in the same circle. You want to expand your circle. The only way to do that is to actively search, actively find people outside your circle, enter their threads, and get support this way. So, but this has to be, you have to do it as a human, so you do have to still use some of your cognitive ability to understand what it's talking about, form a response, and do that. So it still takes some effort, but it saves you the first 50-60% of the work where you have to find those threads. So here, yeah, these guys are talking about how AI companies are just doing straight up SaaS or private market instead of doing crypto tokens. Yes, that is true. I agree with this. I have seen this as well, especially in the trenches. It's much more it's much more it's much more profitable to build a standard SaaS, raise money and get customers, rather than launch a hyped token that dies after a week. So this does hit deep to me personally, because yeah, with crypto and stuff, I definitely have seen this a lot. You can build crazy projects in crypto, AI agents, trading agents, anything you want. People are not gonna care. They only want to buy your token, and the token only survives for about a week, and after that, GG's. So this is just, I like this. So where this goes further is you can mark this as interacted now. It will automatically fill this response, which is nice, confirm, and now we store this into our interacted. It automatically stores this in here, into interacted. We also get 1 hour and 24-hour tags for your interactions. So you don't need to manually enter anything. Once you create an interaction, once it marks it, it will automatically grab the stats 1 hour after and 24-hour after. The reason why we do that, this will get injected into the memory. As you can see, 14 views, 1 likes, 10 views, 1 likes. So it will use those stats. As you can see, 1 hour and 24 hours, we didn't get any traction. So it will use those stats to essentially recommend better threads that will give you more visibility. But in order to be able to even do this kind of feature, we first need to make sure that we are properly storing every interaction. So let's go back to curated. And it looks like everything is pretty decent. We are able to get decent threads. Here's another one about Chinese AI releasing new models. Okay, let's check this one out. Again, this is one of those things with a link. I am thinking this. Let's go ahead and add a filter, at least as a setting, and make sure that if there is a link in the article or in the post, we are just going to drop it. We do not want to interact with this. It might sound harsh, but we already are excluding anything that promotes their product, anything that's a generic question, and especially anything that's promoting their own product. Everybody's trying to promote their own product. If you're still dropping links to your own product on X, it's not the way to do it. You're supposed to just make connections with people and get them to ask you about your product, or just get them to sign up. And it's in your profile, right? For me, my product, for example, is obviously Mergestorm. So if anyone is interested in my product, they just go to my profile and they click this Mergestorm, and the link is right here, Mergestorm AI, and they can do whatever they want. They can sign up, or they don't have to sign up. So that's up to them. But spamming links on X, we don't, unless it's coming from a company account. So I think this is a good feature to do. We can do that right now. Are we still in cursor, please? Oh, okay, we're not. So this is a good feature to add. Let's just look at our current status, where we at. Whoa. Okay. We do have one open issue. Let me see what this issue is about. This is local embeddings memory to steer scout trace. This is the memory layer. So it's going to be a little bit of big. This is actually a good idea to show you guys the PR stacks through Mergestorm. So GitHub recently released PR stacks. If you guys check it out, GitHub PR stacks. This was released yesterday. We do have full support for GitHub PR stacks. As you can see on GitHub, there's this hamburger pancake menu. What was there yesterday? I guess it's gone. um, but yeah, it has a PR stacks via GitHub. It's a big thing. They released it yesterday, but we already have all of that. Actually, if you go to the dashboard, uh, dashboard/stacks, it's still a little bit alpha, but it is there. We have those stacks. We don't have any stacks currently, I believe, so that's why it's not really loading. We still need to polish it a tiny bit. We have some old stacks here from Mergestorm. As you can see, no open stacks, so it just did a heal, synced up everything, so we don't have any open stacks. So this is a good idea to actually show you guys the stack workflow through Mergestorm and how it works. And but this is for local embeddings memory. Let's do something a little bit simpler to start off. So the first thing we want to do is add a setting in the settings here to drop any articles or any posts that have a link. We are not interested in that. Unless it's a YouTube link, let's say. Even a YouTube link, because that means that we have to watch a video. We do not have time for this. So let's go switch to cursor and let's get to cooking. So I gotta start saying so. All right, let's get to cooking. What do we have here? We have this issue here with the stacks. Okay, let's do this. Let's open up an issue for the settings feature where we want to exclude articles that have a link. I'm just gonna use a voice for ultimate vibe coding vibes. All right. Okay, I want you to raise an issue. Is that working? It might not work because my mic audio is kind of being taken. Okay, never mind. This is good. Let's try again. Let's go. All right. I want you to open an issue and investigate it on our GitHub repo. I would like to add a setting in the settings option where we exclude posts or articles that have a link attached. We are not interested in interacting or engaging with any posts that have any sort of links. Please open up a proper issue for this on our repo. That was pretty simple. The way I like to work with, a lot of people are going to just, a lot of people, they like to just say, I want this feature, please implement this feature. They'll just throw a prompt here, maybe go plan mode. They'll throw a prompt and say, okay, please implement this feature. Add the settings button and exclude any articles that have a link in them. But it's a little bit, how do I say this? It's less deterministic. It more depends on the prompt, how you type it, what module you choose, etc. But if you first have the model investigate this feature request, open up a proper issue with all the scope. So it's already going to take, the issue is kind of the plan. It's like a first draft plan. It gives you the issue that you have, the format that it should be fixed at, whether it's a single PR, a stack of PRs. So that's the issue. Once the issue is open, then I go plan mode. Now, it could be a little bit redundant. Sometimes if I want to speed things up, I do both at the same time. I go to plan mode and I say, first open up this issue, then implement the PR based on this issue. So now we have this issue open. I'm never going to read it because I don't care. I just have AI do it. Based on the open issue, please go ahead and make a plan to implement a single PR or a stack of PRs to address this issue. Easy. Easy, bro. Now it's gonna tag, usually if it doesn't tag the issue, it's not really a problem. It usually tags the issue so that now it's gonna make the plan for the PR or a stack of PRs. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one PR, maybe two. So let me just, actually, it's a good idea. Let me look at the issue just in case, because if it is suggesting a stack, a PR stack, no, this is proposed a single PR. Because for PR stacks, we are going to update Mergestorm CLI, so we can show you guys exactly how to do this through Mergestorm, because we have our own proprietary stack solution where we own the stack and we have review units, and I'll hope to show you guys this in this video in the next couple of minutes. Let's just go ahead and get this plan going, because this is the settings feature, so it's a little bit separate from the memory, so we can probably work on both in parallel. So here it is. Here's the plan. I'm just going to go ahead and execute it. Again, this is a single PR for this feature. It's pretty reasonable. So we can go ahead and take care of this. It's going to probably take a minute or so. Grok 4.5 is extremely fast. One of my favorite models. Love it. Love it. Opus 5, I've been getting a lot of flack for Opus 5. What do you guys think about Opus 5? Any opinions on Opus 5? Because some people, I've been hearing a lot of negative stuff about Opus 5, how it goes off the rails, it does too much. I don't know, man. I haven't had these kind of issues with Opus 5. I haven't used it too much because I'm still just using up my Cursor Grok credits. And also, if I need to use Opus, I use my local Claude CLI session, and I use my Pro Max usage. I do not use API usage or Cursor API usage. So, you know, if it uses extra tokens, I don't really feel it because I'm just using the current session limits, and until it hits the limit, then we kind of wait a little bit. So I haven't had any bad experiences with Opus 5. I enjoy it actually, and I like how detailed it does. Yes, it does do a lot of detailed stuff, but if you ask it to polish up the front end, I mean, Fable 5 is still going to be one of the best for front ends, but it's just way too expensive. So Opus 5 is like the next best thing, and for front end, I mean, how badly can you mess up front end? You know what I mean? So Opus 5 for me is pretty good. I like it. I'm gonna use it a lot more tonight. I'm gonna refresh my Opus credits, so I'll be firing. But I remember when Opus came out a couple days ago, I was just hammering. I was throwing Opus at everything, and I was loving it. So we are just implementing a little bit here the filter, so we can check for any links. If it has an outbound link, we would like to filter it out. It seems like a pretty simple feature, so that's good. Now we're gonna work on this PR stack. I want to show you guys. Before we do this, I'm gonna go ahead and probably open I wanted to open a new tab, but maybe we're not gonna do that. Let's just give it a minute here to let it churn through. Yeah, we're moving a little bit slow. Sorry, guys. We're doing this live, so I'm just gonna have to wait. As soon as this is done with a PR, we're not going to wait for the review to finish. We are just gonna start on the next PR stack. I'm gonna go ahead and update MG, the CLI, and I'll show you guys exactly what the best workflows for the stacks. Why we're doing the stacks? Because obviously, what are you gonna ship one PR with 2,000 lines? It makes no sense. It makes a lot more sense to ship a stack of PRs, 2, 3, 4, 5 stack of PRs, each with their own scope. But the problem is, the review agents, they only do one PR at a time. They don't see the full picture. So on the one hand, you have a couple of smaller PRs, which give you better scope per PR. So the review agents and anyone who's reviewing your code has better understanding and better quality code. But the downside is each PR is its own separate chunk. So there's no way for the agent to actually review the interconnections between the PRs. So once the bottom one gets merged into main, now you just have 4 PRs, 4 separate PRs, and you have main. Now you have, so we solved that issue by creating something called review units. So we create our own branch, and we push the stack of PRs one by one into this branch, which is the review unit, and allows the agent to run a specialized seam review, where it does a review between different PRs. I'll show you guys exactly this. So we have this pull request. I'm just going to let it churn. It's going to take some time to get through. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and set up our info a little bit. First thing we need to do is update Mergestorm. I'm just going to tell it. Please go ahead and update the Mergestorm NPM package to the latest version and explore it to make sure you are able to set up MG stacks. Okay, so now we're just going to update our local Mergestorm CLI. Just like Mergestorm CLI is just like Graphite, it's just like GitHub, just like GT for Graphite, GH for GitHub. Now you have MG for Mergestorm. You want to open up stacks with MG because it will use our native stack infrastructure, which allows our agents to understand exactly when you have a different parts of your stack merging. I'll show you guys in just a minute. So you're going to just plan this out. This should be pretty simple. We're just going to update the Mergestorm CLI. And after this is done, I'm going to have it explore the stacks. And now, if we go back to Firefox, I'll show you guys. So here's our GitHub repo right now for the X-Copilot. We should have 2 issues open. One of them does have a tagged PR, which is churning right now. It might take a couple of minutes. So as you can see here, here's the PR with the linked issue. And right, we are reviewing this. So this is just a separate thing. We'll let it review. In parallel, we can still work on this. It's a little bit slow right now. I think I'm downloading some stuff. Okay, looks like better. It's a little bit slow. I could just start a new agent window. Sometimes it's nice to, the reason why it says taking longer than expected, The reason why it's actually some. Oh, sorry guys. Let me go back to cursor. The reason why it says taking longer than expected here, if you guys are curious, is it not updating correct? Let me see, guys. Oh, let me see, guys. There's some technical issues here. Let me try reset it. Not sure why. Okay, it should show exactly everything now. All right. Oops. Yeah. Let me show this, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It's a little buggy right now. Oop. Man. Come on. Wow. It's a little buggy here. I'm trying to get this working better, but as you can see, OBS is struggling. The reason why it says take it longer than expected, it's summarizing the chat. So it might just be better to do this. It might just be better to start a new chat. After a while, bro, if you use the same chat for like a couple of weeks or a couple of days, it's gonna get real buggy and real slow. So I'm considering just starting a completely new chat. No. It's Mergestorm. That's another thing. If you're typing it in, or if you're doing voice, it's gonna misspell stuff. I'm really used to typing everything in, so there's no spelling errors. So anyway, it's gonna update Mergestorm, the MG CLI, and it's gonna be able to do the stacks. And now we're gonna go back to Firefox real quick. I'm gonna grab this issue that we have open for the local embeddings model. So this is kind of like one of the bigger things, but I'll show you guys how to implement this in Cursor. So here we have Cursor again, and here it is. This is the repo, and now I'm gonna have it make a plan based on this issue. All right, guys. It's just updating everything. All right, here we go. MG stack list, MG stack create. So we do have the new npm package, and the way you start stacks is just get the npm. And now we are going to actually have it make the plan to create this PR stack, and I'll show you guys how it works and how you can manage the stack. This is, ooh, look at that, you guys. GPT 5.6 Terra Medium. Grok Cursor is invoking GPT 5.6 Terra. That's a new thing, bro. That's today. No way. That's a new thing. I just saw that today. Before it was always invoking. I gotta save the screenshot. That's great. Before it was always invoking Grok 4.5 or Composer. I'm really surprised it's invoking GPT 5.6 Terra Medium. I guess it's because the price is so low. I really need to hop on OpenAI, bro. I'm personally a fanboy of Anthropic. Let's put it this way. If you have to choose between the lesser of two evils, I'm going to go with Anthropic. Yeah. But look, OpenAI is definitely doing some crazy good work. I'm not going to deny that. Their OpenAI models are really nice. I got to try them. I got to elevate it. All right. So here is the plan. Let's go ahead and build this plan. So this is going to be interesting. So this might take a couple minutes, but once it gets this done, he's going to open up a PR stack through MG, and I'll show you guys exactly the cool stuff that you're able to do with Mergestorm. And again, if you guys are interested in Mergestorm to actually do code reviews the proper way, we have free plans. You get up to 100 free PR reviews per month. So you don't need a credit card or anything. You can just sign up, get your free PR reviews, and you have nothing to lose, really. I'm gonna order some food because I gotta go hit the gym. I'm starting a little bit late today. Let's see. Okay, that's good. So let's keep it cooking, guys. Let's keep it cooking. All right. what do we have here? We have, we're still cooking this up. Let me check the previous PR because we might be able to merge the previous one if it's already done churning. Let me look here. Yeah, but actually it looks like it's all done. That was really fast. Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. We got, actually, yep, we're still waiting on Vortex here to come through. So Vortex is just doing the review. So this PR, by the way, guys, this is Mergestorm. When you open up a PR, it'll automatically review. Vortex will do the review. Cyclone with patch. It saves you so much time. You can just ship and ship and ship. You don't need to sit there waiting for the agent to reply, copy this into Cursor and say, please fix these issues. Wait 2, 3, 4 minutes, then wait again. And it's just sitting there for hours babysitting this PR. It's done. It's 2026. We're not doing that anymore. You gotta delegate. Have some trust. We have a Cyclone agent that's really good. We've been dog fooding our products for everything we build. Mergestorm, AI X-Copilot. You guys can see the quality of the work. Yes, it's not perfect. The worst thing it will do, Cyclone, it's very fine-tuned. It only touches the things that the agent tells it. It doesn't delete files. It's very, very gated. The worst it will do, maybe it will break like type checking or something once in a while. All you have to do is do a small follow-up PR once in a while, if it does happen. But 99% of the time, Cyclone does an extremely good job, and it's already fine-tuned with Mergestorm specifically. So Mergestorm only outputs a couple of findings each time. It doesn't just spam you with 20, 30, 40 findings. A couple of findings, Cyclone patches it, a couple more findings. It does this back and forth. It's a really nice loop. You guys can sign up to mergestorm.ai, 100% free. We do have paid plans. But we offer a free plan for 100 reviews. You don't even need to pay anything. So I do have the highest plan, but this is 200. But for free, you get 100 reviews per month, which is a lot. 100 reviews for free. So I highly recommend you guys to have this in case you guys want. Maybe not use today, but at some point if you guys want to use it. And of course, if you are power users, we have Maelstrom plans. We can go 5, 4, 3. You can get a couple of seats. This is kind of like Cursor, but Cursor only gives you $199 plan. That's it, Ultra plan. But this is kind of the same thing. It's a $199 plan, and you can get multiple seats. And personally, I have the max with 5 seats, and I'm still running through this, right? So I'm an extremely power user. We're gonna combine these credits, and just for what we offer, so Vortex and Cyclone are the main 2 agents. This one will do the reviews super fast. We have multiple lanes, multiple instances. It runs super fast. Cyclone, the one that does the reviews, also super fast, multiple lanes, multiple threads. Tempest is the one that's a little bit slower, but this is the one where you can actually choose the model you want. Do you want to run it with Fable 5? Go ahead. Fable 5 right there, it'll be 10 credits. It's just we're pretty much charging this at cost. Opus 5, same price as Opus 4.8. 5 credits. Kimi K3, you want a distilled version of Fable 5? So you are getting quality reviews. So Tempest, it has a harness built for these models. You can choose which model you want. Sonnet 5, nobody really uses. We might drop this. Kimi K3, Opus 5, one of the most popular options. If you really want like something magical or whatever, you want the full like review, Fable 5, 10 credits will not get you wrong. So if you have a huge feature you're shipping, 3,000 line PR, after it's done reviewing through the stack, I'll show you guys. You can fire off Tempest. We'll actually do this on stream, so we'll show you how it works. Let's get back to our PR here. So this is the PR that's getting reviewed, and we're working in parallel, so that's not a problem. And here is our PR stack that ended up shipping. Let me show you guys. This is our stack here. So 112 is this single PR with the issue tagged, and then we have 13, 14, 15. These 3 PRs, this is going to be the stack. Now, how does it work? It's a little bit different than usual. Here, let me explain to you guys. The first PR, the bottom PR in the stack, is not branching off main. It's branching off of a MG stack branch. This is our Mergestorm stack. And so now, if you go to the stacks dashboard here, okay, here's our stack. So this is a single stack. We don't care about this. We're gonna just land this when it's ready. As you can see, we do have proper. Also, because we are using our own internal agents, we're able to tell you exactly what's happening. Vortex reviewing or Cyclone reviewing, is it really done? Is the CI done? If you're using something like Graphite or you're using something like just general GitHub, it's not going to have that native integration with our coding agent, so it's not going to really be able to give you proper stats. You can still do this as a normal stack, but here's the cool thing that we've added. This is a new feature. This is the proprietary thing. I haven't seen anybody else do it. This is something we came up with because me personally needed this feature to actually elevate our workflow. We have this review unit. How does it work? So a review unit is just a unit of multiple PRs that our agents have reviewed. Okay, so the way it works is the first thing you're going to do, we're going to merge, we're going to land this bottom stack. Bottom PR is going to go into this review unit. Once this PR goes into the review unit, we're going to run a review between this PR and the one above it, 114. This is going to be the seam review. So the first thing happens when you land this is 113 goes into the review unit, and 114 gets I think 114 also goes into the review unit, but then our agent is going to do the seam review between these two PRs. Once that seam review is done, now you're going to have two PRs in this review unit, and we're going to review this against 115. So we have the two PRs. Now we're going to review it against 115. Any interconnections there. Once that clears, we have the full review unit. Now we're not done yet. Once you have the full review unit with the three PRs, it's going to be all in this one branch. This is when you can run Mergestorm Tempest. You can run a big agent that's ready to handle big PRs and big diffs for a more systematic review. And this will overall just give you a much better chance of catching any bugs. Not only did each PR get its own review, but also each interconnection gets its own review as well. So this is really nice. So this is going to take a little bit of time. As you can see, Vortex is reviewing this. And because we implemented GitHub's PR stacks, the thing is, this is why we added multiple lanes. We might even end up adding a third instance. We have multiple instances for Vortex so that it can fire off multiple reviews at a time. Because with these workflows, we're expecting more and more users to start deploying 3, 4, 5, maybe even 7 stack PRs. If you're doing a huge feature, usually 3 to 5 is the standard, I'm thinking. That's what it feels like, because like this, you have a back end PR, you have a front end PR, and maybe you have a migration PR. That's 3. That's a nice, pretty standard stack of 3 PRs. You probably want to land the bottom, the migration first, maybe then the API, and see how the API works with the migration, and then you land the front end and see how the front end works with the API. This would be kind of a logical way to stack it. So this is it. This is going to take some time. I would like to actually show you how it lands and everything live, but this is going to take some time. But the good news is we are getting this review. So here we have, let's see here. This is the 113. 113 did check out everything. This is PR. Sorry. So this is the bottom PR here, as you can see. It got checked off. We might need to sync it up real quick. So there's still a couple of small front end bugs we're going to work out. Like the syncing might need a little bit of work here, but we're just going to wait. So the way this works is, since this is a stack, let me look at this one first of all. Is this down churning? You can maybe merge this. No. We're still waiting for Vortex to pick up the review. As you can see, it fired off on these 3, so it's still kind of busy. So this one still needs some churning to do. This bottom one is ready, which is good. So now what we're doing is we need to wait for this second one to get ready. So once 114 is ready, so as you can see here, Mergestorm did find some issues, and now we're going to have Cyclone apply these fixes. Mergestorm is going to go back, and Mergestorm will go back and either clear, give us the all clear, or it will give us some more issues. So we need to wait a little bit here. We're kind of stuck waiting for some reviews. So maybe in a couple of minutes we'll be ready. So if Vortex checks out on here all clear, we're going to just merge this. Give us a second. Actually, meanwhile, instead of just sitting here waiting for this PRs, let's continue to utilize our product a little bit. So here's the X-Copilot. Let's see how we're doing. So this is a Chinese, what is this? This thread is about Chinese, it's a news sharing thread. Right. We're not interested. So thread has a link We're not interested in interacting with any links. Let's see what else. News about Onyx. News. We're not interested in news. Founder of Magic School reflects on the fourth back-to-back season. Okay, let's check out this one. Post is unavailable. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's just skip. So we do have another option here. You can skip. So for this X-Copilot, if you're not necessarily like not interested, you just kind of don't want to deal with this, you can just hit skip. It's not gonna store it as a not interested interaction. It's not gonna store it as an interactive. It's just gonna put it into skipped. So it's a little bit less aggressive than just saying not interested. Don't show me this stuff. It just means just don't show this to me right now. So this is again stuff like this. This is gonna get filtered out because of the news article. So we just skip this for now because these are not gonna be included. We're gonna skip this. We're not interested in this. This is a little bit better. NVIDIA expands strategic partnership with group. This also seems like news. Just no link. So not interested in this. Not interested in interacting with general news. Again, this just depends on how you want to interact with this, but I'm just trying to maximize this so that we are interacting with real people and we have a real chance at getting follows or getting some interaction. Again, this is news. We are gonna skip this because yeah, starting from this next PR, once it's done, it's no longer going to show us news. So what is this? This one is again, this should have gotten filtered out because this guy is replying to his own threads. Why did this not get filtered out? This is another issue. Let's go ahead and investigate this. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Gonna go into Cursor here and let's go ahead and just investigate this because we can investigate without doing APR. So please investigate how this thread got past our filter because clearly this guy is just replying to himself. I thought we filtered out threads where users reply to themselves. Yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure we filtered this out before. I'm not sure why it's there. While it works on this, let's check out GitHub. Are we done yet? Still waiting on some reviews. I really would like to show you the PR stacks, but yeah, it's need a couple more minutes for the reviews to finish, and then we'll show you guys the stacking features. Back to Cursor. So yeah, we just want to investigate why is it showing us the threads where a user has just replied to himself. The reason why, again, just telling you guys, the reason why I'm not interested in this kind of stuff is because it's too much cognitive load. We want something super simple, fast, and easy. We can just read something short, some opinion, maybe some conversation, and just reply to this. You know, this is good. It's pretty recent, but this is again promoting a product with a link, guys. He got the EM dash. He got the EM dash in the profile. I love it. I love it. I love it. But again, everybody's trying to promote the product. It's not going to help us with growing our network. It's just going to inspect this a little bit. Let's see what it says. Let me go right back to Cursor so I'll show you guys what it's doing. It's just inspecting how we select everything. Found a smoking gun in the same scout run. Checking how often self-replies slip through when in reply to screen name is missing. Interesting. So it looks like it found some issue. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What is this? Filter runs before, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm just going to have it open up an issue. We can do this in the same thing. I guess parallel. We can just open it. So here's another way to do this. You can just have it open the issue and then tag the PR in the same plan. So go ahead and open up an issue for this reply filtering. Open up a proper issue on GitHub, then make a plan to implement a single focused PR or a stack of PRs. Pretty sure just a single PR would be good to address this issue. Go ahead and make this plan. I'm just going to make a plan to address this issue. If we can merge this other PR while it's doing this, it'll be clutch. Let's see if we can come in with a clutch. Let's see if our review is done churning. This not done. It still needs a little bit of time. Where are we at with this bottom one? We're trying to get this merged. Did Mergestorm find some more issues? Yes, it did, as you can see. So again, for those guys that curious, this is all automatic. If you go to Mergestorm, if you want to get this automatic as well, you can do this. Just go to settings, get a free account, 100 PR reviews. It includes everything. You just turn on automatically review new PRs and commits, so that every time you create a PR, it's going to automatically throw Vertex on it. And again, you get for free 100 reviews. 100 reviews, more than enough to ship many PRs. And then the other thing I recommend you guys, some people don't want to do this, but you gotta take the leap of faith and just do it. Just do it, and you'll see how much faster you ship everything. Automatically apply fixes from Mergestorm reviews. This will automatically throw on Cyclone. So each of these will use up 1 credit. So 1 review credit for this, 1 review credit for the patches. Nice and simple. So 100 reviews, you can ship 5, 10, 15 PRs easy for free. And they will essentially do this. See Cyclone patches Mergestorm, and then Mergestorm reacts. It continues with its review. Cyclone patches it again. Mergestorm reacts again, continues the review. Eventually, it'll give you the all clear, and Cyclone will stop. So it's a really nice loop. It sped up my workflows 10x. Again, Cyclone uses either DeepSeek or Claude under the hood. So you're getting a frontier model to do this, except it's super cost efficient, and it does exactly what you need. So it only patches these things. It's not going to touch anything else. It's not going to break anything. And in addition, if you have, some people are kind of OCD about their code, one thing you can do is you can add a .mergestorm folder for contacts. So in your repo, if you want, you can add a .mergestorm folder in here, like a .env example. It'd be a .mergestorm. Put any text files or any information you want for your coding standards. So Mergestorm review agent will always look at it before doing anything. All right, guys, I've been blabbing for a while because I'm trying to kill some time here while we wait for this review churn. But let's see what Cursor told us for here. So it did have the plan. So this will be a small little fix. So we can just go ahead and build this in parallel. So now we are going to have quite a few PRs open and churning, but it's okay. We might have some merge conflicts soon. We're going to have 5 PRs with 3 issues. But this should be done soon. And this is our stack of PRs. As you can see again, GitHub released PR stacks yesterday, and we already have this feature working from some time ago with the review units. So if you guys want to try out Mergestorm, again, you can check it out. I don't want to promote it too much. I'm just showing you guys how we're using it for the X-Copilot. And yeah, the way this will work is we're going to click here, and we're going to promote this, promote this, and then it's going to do the seam review, and then we'll figure this out. And then we're going to land the unit. Once all the PRs are in the review unit, we're actually going to run Mergestorm Tempest for a systematic review, and then we're going to merge this. So again, this is good. The bottom PR is good, but we want to actually get this PR also working. So I could promote. I would like to maybe, we could promote now. Let me just ask Cursor. To be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit, we're still kind of working through this. So let me just ask it. I'm going to ask my other Cursor window. So I'm going to just ask. One other cool thing I like to do is just take a screenshot so I don't have to explain myself too much. We promote the bottom one into the review unit. Yep. I'm just gonna ask a little bit of clarification here on the review units, and we'll get cooking. Okay, where are we at? What are we doing? We are at Cursor. So let's wait for Cursor to finish this real quick. I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get this cooking. So, are we good? No. Let me see. Mhm. Hmm. Yep. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just a little bit of clarification here. All right. This this should be good. I hope it's not gonna bug out again. All right. Okay, guys. What are we doing? Waiting on some stuff. Waiting on a bunch of PRs. It's getting messy right now, but we're going to fix all the mess. We got 5 PRs now. Look, yeah, everything is churning. So this 13, 14, 15 is our stack, and this is the bottom one is still going, and this is the brand new one that just opened. So for this stack, we're still working. The way the stack works, again, I want to just explain. So this will, first thing you do is you hit promote. The reason why you can't just select anything, it's just one flow. You have the stack. First thing I do is hit promote. The reason why I'm not promoting this right now, because when I promote, this stack is going to go into the review unit branch, the MG stack 1 branch, okay? Makes sense, because that's where it's branched out of. But then these two are going to get restacked. So when these get restacked, it might cause some diff, and it might cause additional reviews. So I don't want to do that while it's still reviewing and patching. So you can see Cyclone patching, Vortex reviewing. This bottom one is clear, but we have a couple of issues here, and these ones are still patching it. So yeah, we're kind of a little bit stuck here with the reviews, waiting for everything to churn. So let's just go back to dog fooding our own product. So this one, we're gonna skip. Personal reflection on DeepSeek. So this seems a little more interesting. Okay. Genuine tech commentary. I like this. This looks nice. It's a post. DeepSeek just shipped a new feature with agent upgrades that beat their own pro review. Wow. Pro preview. Native response API plus codec support out of the box. Meanwhile, I'm still in Lombardi shipping tiny tools, fixing the gap between frontier jobs and indie. I mean, I'm a big fan of DeepSeek. I love DeepSeek. DeepSeek. It has. I'm just gonna interact with it. So like, follow, and just give us our interaction. Personally, huge fan of DeepSeek. They are unbeatable in terms of cost per. Yeah, they are unbeatable in terms of cost per intelligence. So that's it. Look, we interact like this. All we have to do when we go back is just click mark interacted. It'll automatically find this. It'll find your response, save everything. The reason why it does this is so that it can store this into your interacted knowledge base. And speaking of knowledge base, this is where this today with this PR stack right here is our memory layer. It's the Obsidian-based knowledge memory layer, which allows the agent to understand better what you like, what you don't like, so that it uses that to influence what kind of threads it gets. So this is the first step into making a truly personalizable agent. And again, it will be personalized based on what you are doing. So based on what you're not interested in or what you are interested in, it will slowly learn what you like, what you don't like, and adjust as follows. So let's go through this as well. What is it? Official.net account promoting MCP live stream event. Again, this is an event. Promo, we're not interested. The same thing with events. The reason why events are not good is because unless you attend the event, there's no reason for you to jump into the thread. So this is another thing I need to raise an issue for this. So this is a good thing why I like to raise issues for for things is because, see, this is a small thing where I'll probably forget about this in 10 minutes. So it's good to raise an issue so we can take care of this. I'm going to do that right now, just have it. Can you please raise an issue? I would also like to filter out any sort of news or events, because events are really hard to engage with, since it only makes sense to engage with that thread if you actually attended the event. Please go ahead and investigate this and open up a proper issue on GitHub. Ship it. All right. So that's that. This is, again, it's just an issue, so we're not hammering it with 1 PRs. You can have tons of issues open. That's not an issue. You can have tons of issues open. That's not an issue. All right. Let's see if I rambled enough to where our reviews got reviewed. Our PRs got... Okay. Almost there. This one actually got checked off pretty fast. Looks like, did it really? No. It just is still doing the review. So this one, is it really done? As you can see, sometimes it will churn for some time, you see? 4 commits, 15 comments, it will go over a little bit. Oh, it's still doing the review. It's good. It catches a lot of issues. This is only a 140 line diff, but it's catching some real issues. So that's good. And this bottom one has been cleared off easy. So again, something like this, see, 1,700 lines, and it just checked off out of this right away. Surprising, right? Why? Let me see. Maybe it was mostly like tests. A script. A test. There's a big test here, right? Yeah. Memory index. So it looks like okay. But we're still going to throw another agent at it when it's done. The review agents. So again, we're just still waiting on these guys. Every single one is kind of blocked, unfortunately. This bottom one has 15. So it has 4 commits still. A little bit of back and forth. But we should be close to done. Cyclone is now patching some more issues now. If you guys are curious about these files, why it's like this is part of our proprietary solution. This is why our review agents are the way they are. We have a special system where we take the diff and we actually use bucketing. We bucket everything. So we're not just taking, it could be 11 files, you can have 100 files. We don't care. 100 files, 1,000 files. We really don't care. What we do is we plan out the review properly. So, if you have 100 files, yes, Vortex will probably spam, 100 comments or however many comments it needs. It's going to be huge. But it's pretty agnostic when it comes to the size of the diff, which is really nice. So it buckets everything properly, uses Claude to plan everything, plan the review, and then it just hammers it down. So that's the reason why it will only review a certain amount of files per turn. I think up to 6 or 7 files. And so if you have more files, it will just do it in a follow-up review. So just because it spit out 4 comments, this does not mean that this is everything. It's expecting you to fix this so it can continue on with its review. Rather than just doing one review once and that's it. It makes no sense. So it's almost like an incremental review system, and it works perfectly with Cyclone. So you don't even need to do anything. As you can see, I have 5 PRs running right now, and I'm not sitting here babysitting them. I'm just letting them churn. I can go out, get some coffee, come back in 5-10 minutes, and merge everything. And it's going to be real good quality code. All you have to do after is just do some testing. And especially if you are already writing tests, it makes life a lot easier. All right, guys, we are here now waiting. Are we going to get that all clear? Not from nothing? So yeah, Cyclone patched it once again. So there's some blockers here when it will stop after about 30 commits. So if for some odd reason, it should never happen. It's called like the AI death spiral. Will just keep on spiraling and keep on firing reviews, firing patches, reviewing and patching, reviewing and patching. So we're not trying to like use your guys as credits or anything like this. This is the most optimal way. It makes it super fast and it's able to patch fast. And it's able to actually get through all the issues properly. So we're not trying to burn you guys' reviews for this. It's just the most efficient way to get the best quality out of our agents. And yeah, as you can see here, the stacks are still cooking. So we still need to wait a little bit on this to churn. So I think we're going to be done soon. It's been an hour. I know this doesn't seem like we've done too much. Is this one really done? Let me see. No. I'll get excited. So we need a couple more minutes here. Let's just go back to our product and just run another cycle. So this is the X-Copilot. Again, if you guys want to use this, open source, GitHub link is in the description. This helps you interact with people, expand your network with individuals or people or companies that will help you. In this case, we put an agenda. You guys put an agenda for the agent. Our agenda is find builders talking about shipping AI tools in public. Prefer questions I can answer helpfully. Really nice. 18 minutes ago, new thread. Someone new that we don't follow, I'm pretty sure. The AI vendor assessment paragraph. 4 months evaluate 20 platforms versus shipping one production workflow. This again, it's a promotion. There's no links, which is good. It's just a, but I'm not sure how to interact with this. It looks like we still have to do a little bit of fine tuning for the actual thread counting. Well, this looks a little better. Unfortunately, this seems like one of those generic engagement bait, unfortunately. But we can still try to interact with it. So this one is talking about people who get users from Reddit. What's your process and strategy? How do you discover relevant subreddits? Know when your audience hangs out, decide when it's okay to mention your product. Looking to learn, love to. I mean, yes, I had Reddit, but I kind of got cooked on Reddit. I accidentally logged in with my VPN once, and apparently that is a permaban on your account. Wow. So that's Reddit for you. Very unfortunate. I was using it normally. I'd never even promoted my product. I only interacted with people, gave helpful suggestions, had good karma. And one time, I accidentally logged in via a VPN. And that was just like unforgivable, apparently, for Reddit. So that's my experience with Reddit. And I don't know if I'm going to go back to Reddit. I mean, I would like to, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any good experience with Reddit? I'm just going to share here. I love Reddit. And was trying to grow it until they perma-banned my account for logging in via a VPN one time. Didn't realize Reddit. Didn't realize that using a VPN with Reddit is unforgivable. Yeah. So there's that, man. It's something nice. At least I can react. It's nothing, whatever, but we'll follow him, man. I mean, I might think about bringing my Reddit back, but yeah, it was a little bit unfortunate. They just banned me. So again, if you guys interact with this, we're going to go ahead and mark this as interacted. He's going to find our response to this, confirm, save it as, interactive thread. Now, again, as you can see, when you use this, it will show you the stats 1 hour after and 24 hours after. Right now, it's pending because we just interacted with it. But this is a good, helpful thing where it will inject the stats into the knowledge base. So later on, when the agent is looking through threads, it will be able to identify better which ones that you get more engagement with. So let's check out this one as well. What is this? This is the thing about Opus 5. This is not the worst. That's stuck with me isn't that it's smaller. It's half the price. Everything that shipped this month got cheaper, not just better. And cheap changes how people behave. Right. That's a nice one. I can interact with it. I'll follow. And so, yeah. Cheaper also means faster. And more importantly, it unlocks more advanced workflows, which require more tokens. Yeah. This kind of just sharing my opinion. Yeah, essentially cheaper means fast, but it also unlocks more advanced workflows. For example, with the code review agents, right? Because it's so cheap now to do the code review, it makes no sense not to use code review. If you're not doing code review, you are, you're objectively behind someone that is. Because a code review will, no matter if it's Opus, no matter if it's Fable, no matter who writes the code, there is going to be issues. Nobody is perfect, and that's why we have even code review agents are not perfect. I went down the rabbit hole where I had 2-3 code review agents, right? I said, okay, 2 is better than 1, and 3 is better than 2. So let me get 3 code review agents. But then I realized some code review agents were slowing me down, like CodeRabbit or GrepTile were slowing me down. Some were just charging me way too much. At some point, I got some crazy bills on my credit card for like thousands of dollars. And I was like, I just signed up for a $30 plan, and you charged me $3,000 on my card. Anyway, this was one of the reasons why we built Mergestorm. We're not funded by $20 million in investments. We don't need a huge team. We can offer you everything at cost, small team, lean, and actually one of the best products you can have. The reason, because we don't have a crazy amount of users, you get super fast reviews for super cheap. And because we don't have $20 million invested in our team, we have a lean team, and we don't need to, overcharge you for nonsense. We don't need to charge you $1 per review. Crazy. The only time we charge you $1 per review is when it costs us $1 per review. When you're running a review with Opus 5, for example, or Fable 5, and it costs us $1 or $2, yes, so it's going to cost you $1 or $2. But for these other agents, they're not even giving you a model. They're not even letting you choose the model. Here, you actually get to choose your model. You can say, I wanted a review with Fable 5, and you're going to get a review with Fable 5 right here. 10 credits. If you sign up to the whatever plan, this is all going to be part of the same credits. We don't really need premium credits or standard credits. We're just going to push everything to standard. So this is just going to cost 10 standard credits, pretty much. Right now, you can still get so 10 credits, you can run what, 5? 50. Wow, that's a lot. 50 Fable 5 reviews. Yeah, that's about $100 at least. $100 at least. And the plan is like what? $199, right? And this is just for premium credits. 5,000, this, yeah. So we were giving you guys the best price you can, and I mean, we're actually losing money. But I don't care about losing money because we just want to get more users, more people, more feedback, and so we can, especially if you guys are doing open source work. My bigger plan and what I really want to do is I want to build my own code review model. Now, we are using frontier models to do code review, so how can you build your own code review model? Well, you can still use all the findings and the patching to kind of fine-tune a frontier model to give you what you want. And Quen with open source, I think in the next couple of months is going to be real crazy. And that's kind of the bigger picture. In the future, I would like to create our own model that we can use for code reviews. That's just going to be objectively better than everything else. So, all right, guys, let's go. My food is here, so I got to go soon. But let me just show you guys this stack, okay? So here we have the stack. Everything seems to be done here. At least the stack is. We don't care about this. So the stack is done churning, right? Let me just verify. So when you know a PR is done churning when you get the all clear. It's all clear. That's it. We're done. It's nothing else is going to happen. Perfect. So we just need to make sure that every PR in this stack before we do anything. As you can see, this one's still not done. We need to make sure that every PR is done, because even if though this bottom one done and we're only promoting the bottom one into the review unit branch, it's going to retarget every other PR, which is going to change the diff. So it might trigger review agents again. So it's important to make sure that everything is done. So here, yeah, we're almost done, but not yet. I might have to save this, guys, for tomorrow. But essentially what you will do, you just hit promote. It will promote this into U1, and it will retarget 114 and 115. And then it will automatically also push 114 into the review unit and do a seam integration. So I just want to show you guys this before I go, so we don't have to save it for tomorrow. But I'm not sure if this will finish in the next couple of minutes. I hope that Vortex is just gonna give us the all clear on this one. Let me make sure. Let me check. All right, so Vortex could give us the all clear. Let's give it a minute or two. If it gives us the all clear, we can just go ahead and show you guys everything. If not, I'm just gonna end the stream and we'll show you guys again in tomorrow's stream. But yeah, we've opened a bunch of PRs, and I'm gonna close it after the stream. But for today, what we've done is that we just fine-tuned a little bit more we fine-tuned the scout a little more, so we're not gonna look at any self-replies. We've fixed that issue there. We're skipping any event/live stream promos as well. We're not interested. So we're fine-tuning our curator a little bit more. And the same thing with outbound links. We're not interested in any outbound links. And finally, this is the big feature with the stack. We are adding the local embeddings memory via Obsidian. And in tomorrow's stream, I'll be able to show you guys Obsidian. We can fire it off and start doing some fine-tuning maybe, but it's still too early. But we can at least have the infrastructure and everything kind of ready to get this going. One more time, let me check this PR if it's ready, because we're just waiting on that vortex to check off. Let me see if it checked off or not. I might have to save this guy, save this for tomorrow. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? Let me see. Yeah, vortex is still here. 2 minutes ago. Let's give it a second. Let's give it a second because it should be good. It's just 2 files here, and it's kind of really freaking out. What kind of issues did it find? Some regular expression stuff, and then just some maybe race conditions a little bit, and we have some, yeah, just a little bit of tidying up. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Again, if you guys are interested in signing up to Mergestorm, 100% free, 100 free reviews. You can check it out, no issues. You can try it on a public repo if you don't want to share your code or anything like this. Even if you do share the code, we don't. If you do Vortex only, well, it does. We don't. I mean, we're not learning from your code or anything like this. Especially if it's a private repo, we don't touch anything. I mean, it's just the agents doing their work. We're not collecting anything like this. If we are ever going to do collection of data in the future, especially of any review items, it's definitely going to be an opt-in feature that you would need to turn on. By default, we're not going to just collect stuff. Yes, if it's open source, okay, we will collect it to train if it's open source, obviously, but obviously if it's closed source, we're not touching nothing. As you can see, yeah, we're going to have to end this because Vortex found some more issues and Cyclone is going to patch them up. So again, guys, thank you so much for stopping by this stream. It's been about an hour. We've pushed forward a little bit. Things are getting a little more complex now. As you can see, it's no longer just doing front end polishes. Now we're doing a little bit more infrastructure, updating, fine-tuning, fixing some issues. So it is kind of like more of the interesting part. We're getting into the more interesting part and growing in complexity, but I'm still trying to keep it as lean as possible. So tomorrow we're going to continue with this memory. I'm going to work on the memory a little bit offline. So tomorrow I can show you exactly how the memory part works. So if you're interested in implementing your own durable memory for any sort of agent or agentic workflow, you guys can use similar patterns. So again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. My name is Mark. I'm the founder of Mergestorm. And if you guys want to check out Mergestorm, you guys can flee. Also, we do have some coupon codes. I can give you guys 50% off first month. But regardless, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next one.